All right, this will be a video just to make sure you are ready for your test. So warm up, let's go ahead and use the calculator for that one. 1/4 x plus 2, and that's going to be one of the equations, and then 1/2 x minus 4. All right, so let's go over to the calculator, and we're going to put y equals. So 1/4. Be careful, make sure you click over to put that x plus 2, and then we have y equals 1/2, and click over x. Make sure you're using the x and not the multiplication sign, minus 4. All right, so you don't see where that is crossing, so scroll over, and it's right there. So x is equal to 24 on that answer. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we're doing. Today's just another review, so I'm not going to read all that. All right, so here we go. So let's go ahead. Well, this is for class. If you're in class right with this, then we are polling, but moving on. All right, so this is actual test-like questions. It says Sunnyvale Community Pool contains 5.2 gallons of water. George will begin filling the Sunnyvale's community pool at a rate of 3.3 gallons per second. Ocean View's community pool contains 45.2 gallons. Braden will begin draining the Ocean View's community pool at a rate of 0.7. After how many seconds will both pools contain the same amount of money? All right, so you've got variable, could be X, it doesn't matter. So this one already contains 5.2 gallons, and it's filling, so you're adding water to it at a rate of 3.3 gallons per second. So let's just use X. And then pool B has 45.2 gallons, and you're draining it or taking it out at a rate of 0.7. So you got to put that minus. So those need to be equal. So we're going to do 5.2 plus 3.3x is equal to 45.2 minus 0.7x. Okay, and if you want to go ahead, use the calculator, I'll show the steps on the board. We would add the 0.7x to both sides. And we have 5.2, and 3.3 plus 0.7 is 4. And then 45.2 on the right side. Then we're going to subtract 5.2 from both sides. And we're left with 4x is equal to 40. And the last step, you're going to divide by 4. So x should be 10. So this one. Next one. All right, so we've done one of these before. It says a rectangle. So let me just draw a real quick rectangle. It has area and perimeter of the same numerical value. The length is 12. What is the width? All right, so we know this is 12. We're looking for this. All right, so we're going to do area is equal to perimeter. Remember, area is length times width. Perimeter, you add all the sides, so you do twice the width plus twice the length. Substitute in what we know. We know the L is 12, so we could write that as 12W. And then we could do this side is, we still have the 2W, and then we have to do 2 times L, which is going to be 24. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to subtract 2W from both sides. And 12 minus the 2 is 10. And we still have the 24. And then we're going to divide by 10. And then W is equal to, you can simplify, but we can go ahead and change that to a decimal. It's 2.4. All right, so let's just review that, make sure we got that correct. So we have the length times the width times twice the length. It does say that the length is 12. So we do 12W and then we substitute the 12 here. We get 24. We subtract and then divide. All right, next. An online store sells each video game for X dollars. Which situation can be represented by this inequality? So it says this one, the 7 games, is less than the cost of 5 games plus a digital book. So each game is X dollars, so this would say 7 games times X dollars is less than. Okay, so there you go. That's the wrong sign because it says less than. The next one, the cost of 7 games is greater than the cost of 5 games plus a $3 off coupon. Okay, so the sign is correct, but then if you're taking $3 off, you're subtracting. This shows adding. That's not right. Next one, cost of 7 games is greater than the cost of 5 games plus the digital $3 book. That is correct. All right, we'll just do a couple more. So it says Jenna and Yasmin are saving for a vacation. Jenna has $200 in her bank account. Then, okay, that's an inequality. We'll skip that one. Let's do an equation. Here we go. So Catherine earns a yearly salary of $75,000. Lola earns a yearly salary of $80,000. Catherine will receive a salary increase of $4,800 per year. Lola will receive a salary increase of $3,900 per year. Which equation can be used to find n, the number of years it will take Catherine to earn the same as Lola? All right, so we know n is the number of years it's going to take. So let's see, here's Catherine. I'm just going to put C, and here's Lola. Catherine earns $75,000. And she gets an increase of $4,800 each year. And they're using n for the variable. When will Lola's be equal to that? Or Catherine be equal to Lola's, who's making 80, but she gets 3,900 per year. And all we have to do is find the correct equation. So here, if you look at this one, the n is in the wrong place. Does not need to go with the 75,000. Again, same thing. This looks good. And so does this. So it should be this one. Let's see what's wrong with the other one. Oh, got n again. Let's see what's next. Okay, so we did an inequality problem already. So let's go ahead and see if you can solve this equation. We can use the calculator. -5 plus 7g, which remember you have to put that in as x, 3g plus 9. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the calculator. Click those off. We're going to put y equals -5 plus 7x. And then this one, y equals 3x plus 9. Oh, so I can't see it. Let me go home and see where it's at. There we go. Remember, you may have to go home to find your, and if I zoom in a little bit, it might be shown. 3.5. Okay, so let's see if is that one of the answers. 3.5 looks like a fraction. So if we put this in as 3.5, it's 7 halves. I bet that's just going to change it back to a decimal. Yeah, so 3.5, 7 halves. So you'd have to figure out which one it is. It's going to be 3.5. So hopefully you know that. It came out to 3.5. The 0.5 is 1/2, or you can start with that's 5/10, which is 3.5. Let's see what's next. Okay, so again, a solving equation type problem. This is similar to the flower problem that we did in the review. And then you'll have a question like this that we've also practiced. So you can get ready for the test. I've shown you similar test questions, so hopefully you are ready. Please make sure, reach out to me if you're not and need more help.